there! This is Nintendo Player here. In this video, I'm going to talk about my favorite franchise of all time, Super Mario! I'm obsessed with Mario and his games. I even have Mario as my profile pic on my channel. And collecting the power-ups is super fun. I get a lot of joy collecting them and getting new abilities. But sadly, not all power-ups are perfect. In fact, some are downright awful. So, I'm going to be checking out the top 10 worst Mario power-ups of all time. But before I start, I have to say that this is my biased opinion, and if you like any of the power-ups shown on this list, I am fine with you, or your opinion on these power-ups. And also, Mario is owned by Nintendo, not me. Thank you to all the people of Nintendo for making my favorite franchise, Super Mario. Top 10 worst Mario power-ups. But before I start the countdown, I need to set a rule. I'm only going to be focusing on the power-ups from the mainline Mario games. So, Mario Kart items, as well as any items from spin-off titles, won't be included because I don't consider these games as mainline Mario games. As such, I'm going to leave them out for today. But with the rule out of the way, let's start the countdown. Number 10, the Power Flower. So the Power Flower appeared in Super Mario 64 DS, which is the DS remake of Super Mario 64. As Mario, if you pick up this power-up, you'll puff up and float for a little bit. Yeah, like a balloon. It's similar to the P balloon in its quality. And like the P balloon, you can only float for a little amount of time. And you're pretty vulnerable to every enemy. Now, the P balloon was infamous and tubular, which is why it's one of my least favorite levels in the entire Mario franchise. But at least I can use the blue Yoshi to cheat my way through. Here, though, you don't have any blue Yoshis, and you just have to go around with looking like a balloon. It just infuriates me. And the only thing that keeps it from being any lower is that it reminds me of Jigglypuff and Kirby. Both are characters I really love. So hey, that's why it's only at number 10. Number 9, the Goomba Mask. So, with the Goomba Mask on, Goombas won't recognize you. It's pretty pointless to see how easy it is to squish Goombas to begin with. On top of that, enemies like Koopas and Charge and Chucks can still get you. But in Mario Maker 2, it has improved because now no enemy will recognize you. But the 3D World one is just disappointing, and it's better off not being picked up, in my opinion. Number 8, the Stopwatch. So, the Stopwatch I kind of have mixed feelings about. It's great for speedrun levels, because I find them fun picking them up in speedrun levels. But in long levels where you have a lot of time, it's basically kind of useless. It doesn't give you any special abilities. It just adds time to the timer. But still, I'm neutral over it. Number 7, the Frog Suit. The Frog Suit is an item that appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3 for the NES. It's a great power-up underwater because it lets you swim faster. And I'm fine with that. But on land, it's horrible. You move slower than you would in normal Mario. It just makes me mad and frustrated. I mean, this power-up is better off when you're underwater than on land, to be honest with me. It's, in my opinion, that is. I'm still neutral over the frog suit, so don't get me wrong. Number 6. The spring mushroom. I love to jump, and I have a trampoline in my own backyard. And some things in the Mario series can help you bounce, like this 3D World trampoline, for example. But not all of them made me happy. The spring mushroom is one that made me angry because it has horrible control. The only attack you can do is a ground pound, and you basically fall, and if you have so much horrible control, you fall to your death. Yeah. And does Mario look happy in this picture? No, because it looks like he's been entangled in a slinky. Number 5. The potted piranha plant. The piranha plant is an enemy that tries to eat you up. Yeah, it's an enemy that tries to eat you. But in 3D World, it becomes your ally with the name the potted piranha plant. And when you grab a hold of it, it becomes your friend and helps you traverse through the level known as Shadow Play Alley. I mean, it's fine when you're holding it and it basically helps you. But if you turn your back for even 1 second, it goes back to its enemy behavior and tries to eat you. Ah, come on. A power-up that tries to eat you? What? What kind of power-up would do that? Ugh. How have I been betrayed by my own friend, who is the potted piranha plant? Number 4. The red Pow Box. The red Pow Box is a pow block you place on your head in Mario Maker 2. It basically pows 3 times before you lose it. But we already have the Pow block in the 3D World style and the retro styles, and we already have the red Pow block. So why would you need this schlock? Why would you need this schlock of a power-up? It's just downright unnecessary. Number 3. The Super Ball Flower. The Fireball Flower is a classic in many eyes who look on it. I mean, it's one of my favorite power-ups in the Mario franchise. But in Super Mario Land, we get a sad replacement for it, the Super Ball Flower. I mean, if you throw it, it ricochets all over the place, even though the enemy is 2 feet in front of you. It just makes me mad. And also, you can only have 1 Super Ball at a screen at a time, which basically just defeats the purpose of it being a Fire Flower replacement. Maybe it's the fire. Maybe it's the. I prefer the Fireball. I prefer the Fire Flower. Thank you very much. Number 2. The Mini Mushroom. In 2006, a Mario game was released called New Super Mario Bros. And along with it are two new power-ups. The Mega Mushroom, which allowed you to become giant and destroy things, and the Mini Mushroom, which turns you into tiny Mario. Ugh, it makes me so mad. Come on, you can't normally even stomp on a Goomba. You'll just bounce off of it if you don't hit it with a full ground pound. And you know what's worse? You die in 1 hit. Seriously, what kind of power-up would let you die in one hit? At least with other power-ups, you don't die in one hit. But only saving grace that keeps it from being number one is that it lets you run on water and even up walls in the newer titles, and you also have a floatier jump. But before I get to number one, I like to give out some honorable mentions. The light box. The light box is an item that lets you poof away boos. No. But you can already stop a boo in its tracks. The only thing that keeps it from being on this list is that the different color codes for multiplayer are just awesome to look at. The ice skate. The ice skate's a pretty fast power-up, and you'll lose a skate when you run into something like a wall. But I actually find the power-up to be quite fun when moving on ice in snow levels in 3D World. The power balloon. This would normally go to number 3, and it would put the Super Ball at number 4. But at least it improved in Mario Maker 2, and now you can go much faster, and you don't have a time limit. The gold flower. You know what? I think I might call this one the best power-up on this list. It allows me to collect enormous amount of coins and get 1-ups quickly, as well as defeat enemies you can't normally defeat, like chain chomps. Alright, number 1. The poison mushroom. This makes me so angry. It shouldn't even be considered a power-up. What it should be considered is a power down, because it hurts you. It'll kill you or revert you back to small Mario. At least with the potted Piranha plant, you get some assistance. And I really quite enjoy the sound of the Piranha plant eating the fuzzies and lots of other things. But the poison mushroom is just downright appalling. The rotten mushroom is equally as bad. Even worse. Because it can chase you and can even climb up walls. The lost levels never made it to America until Super Mario 3D All-Stars, with the poison mushroom being one of those reasons. So with that said, I can easily call the poison mushroom and the rotten mushroom the worst power-ups in any Mario game. With all that said, power-ups are usually a joy for me to collect. And I can always find great new abilities. Did you think we missed any power-ups? Did you think I missed any power-ups? Let me know down in the comments below. This is Nintendo Player. Remember to like this video, subscribe to me, and turn notifications on so that you'll get notified about you will be notified about my latest videos. This is Nintendo Player signing off. Goodbye.